We hate to cut that short. We just got a lot to do. Who has not gotten on Televox yet? You just haven't done it yet. Raise your hand real high. Just my suggestion to you: if you're going to grow a large organization, it's a must.
Well, they need to make it easy.
Yeah, the applications are in the back, but I'll just say this to you: and if we look down all 17,000 associates we have, the ones who have the most people on Televox, they're the ones with the biggest group. So you have to make a decision yourself. Where's Elizabeth? She is outside with Teresa. John, you were going to do tools? You're going to do something? Okay. All right, let's thank Televox one more time, you guys. Okay.
Okay. Down, horse, down. If I could get Greg Andrews to come up. Everybody give Greg Andrews a hand. Greg is the National Sales Director for Cutting Edge Media. There's a little saying that says this, that you wake up in the morning on an advertised an advertised mattress, you're sleeping in advertised pajamas, you brush your teeth with advertised toothbrush, you hop in an advertised car, you drive down to your place of business, and you then put your business up for sale because you failed to advertise. Has anyone heard that? What if you implemented a philosophy when you brought someone into the business that you told them about some of the hard, cold costs involved in doing this business? Number one, advertising. How many in this room could commit to $25 a month in an advertising budget? Okay? Okay, well, Cutting Edge Media has a couple of systems that we've rolled out. We've got a website that's available also. And the whole philosophy is this. For directors, most directors have anywhere from 5 to 10 to 15 to 20 individuals in their organization. If those individuals were spending $25 in co-op advertising, guess what that does for that director? That creates an advertising budget of anywhere from $200 to $1,500 a month. But guess what happens? Gary Longfellow, stand up if you would, please. Gary, all right? Okay, Gary. Gary, come up here real quick for just a second. We're going to keep this pretty short. But we rolled this out, kind of a test beta version, about a month ago, and it's called Local Leads, which allows you to get leads from areas, zip codes, and area codes in your area. Now, Gary's still working his warm market. He's doing his luncheons. He's doing, PBRs. He's doing everything. But Gary, real quickly, tell them some of the results you've had with your rollout of this.
I'll be honest, I haven't worked it as hard as I should be working it because I bought, I think, 250 local leads and 50 of the targeted leads. I think it comes 40 or 50. In any event, I haven't really been working it hard, and I just got the leads about 2 weeks ago, and spending time running back and forth across the state. I've made several of the calls on local leads and sponsored the First Lady last week before I came to convention. So, I mean, I'm just looking at it when I get back. The guys we got here on the team, we're going to kind of split those leads apart because obviously I don't have enough time to go through all of those with everything I'm doing as an area coordinator and everything else. Gosh, I bet I've called 30 of the people on that local leads list. If I get one out of every 30 of that 250.
Prospects do you have?
Oh, at least half a dozen.
At least half a dozen.
Yeah, out of those 30.
Okay, great. And Andrew Rodriguez, you had the same type of experience, right, in the Temecula area. Let me tell you, it's like this. It doesn't matter whether you're using Cutting Edge, except to Greg, or it matters to him. Or there's a lot of other systems out there. If you're using something, I'm not asking you, to change the type of underwear you wear or anything like that. But it works. And what we're going to roll out, not this Monday, but the following Monday, is every 2 weeks on Monday, we're going to have a training ccall about contacting and inviting through lead programs. And we're especially going to use the Cutting Edge. They've been good. I mean, they've created an advertising campaign for us that's affordable, and it's a numbers game. And so instead of getting into all the philosophy of that, I'll turn it over to Greg real quick, and he can tell you a little bit about this.
Let me introduce my two partners in the back there, Steve Little. Steve's going to be your contact, myself and Steve, with this program. Matt McKelge is behind him. Actually, they're going to be passing out some flyers. I don't believe we have enough, so I went down there to get copies made. It was 25 cents a copy. So I said, give me two. So you're going to have to share. But they're going to be passing them out. If you don't get one, you want to write down these websites. The first one for the local leads. www.cemleads.com. CEM for Cutting Edge Media. cemleads.com/leads. / whatever it is. LEADS.
/
And then /PPLSF.
Say that
I don't know
again.
what SF stands for.
Okay.
San Francisco, there you go. I'll say it again. cemleads.com/leads/PPLSF. If you get a flyer, you don't have to worry about it.
Oh.
There you go. There you go. So it wasn't Telebox, but I was with a voicemail company and I couldn't figure out how to use it. And their customer service guy I was talking to, he goes, "Sir, I think you have an ID 10T problem." Everybody write that down. Write that down on your paper. ID 10T. Some slow writers.
Nobody gets it.
So I didn't use them anymore. The second website I want you to write down for the targeted prepaid legal leads is www.cemleads.com, just the same, /online /PPLSFG. Throw you off, added a G at the end. CEM, there you go, San Francisco Giants. Right? Who's happy about last night's game?
Yeah.
Well, there's more Angels fans in here. You better keep it down. cemleads.com/online/PPLSFG. You guys get the flyers out? Me, Steve, and Matt, we were in prison together about 10 years ago. I told them if I ever got a job, I'd get them a job when they got out. So they got out last week. I got them a job. They're doing good. I'm just kidding. Just a real brief history about Cutting Edge Media. We are 13 years old, so we've been around. There's been about 1 billion lead companies come and go in those 13 years because they're not really selling you leads. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about why these leads are working for you people and many people in prepaid legal. Sure. A couple of my clients, you might have heard of them, Frank Brothers, Dave Sabula, the Lemire family, the Dorseys, list goes on and on. Darren Kidd actually introduced me to Steve. Steve was like, "Look, you know, what are these guys doing? They're having some success. And you guys are in great hands. You got the best leadership here." And they said, "You know what? Sounds like it's working, but I'm not going to roll it out to my team. I've seen craft leads over the years. We're going to make sure it works first." So this has been tested. It is working. It's been working. I've been working with prepaid legal for the 4 years I've been with Cutting Edge Media. It's been working with great success. We actually have, you guys know who Larry Smith is? Platinum Executive Director. He's a Cutting Edge Media lead. So he answered an ad. Charlie Winters, Executive Director. There's about 10 Executive Directors in prepaid legal that were Cutting Edge Media leads. That makes us feel great. And obviously, it doesn't work though unless you work the system. So let me tell you about the 2 different programs. The first one that Steve talked about was the local programs. Now these leads, if you're looking for the freshest leads you can possibly get, these aren't the leads for you. Because you're going to get some that are a little bit dated. If you're looking for business opportunity leads in your local area to work, to get to meetings, have a luncheon with, you know they're not going to be in a licensed state, those type of things, these are the leads for you. They will have answered a very specific business opportunity ad. They will never be resold to anybody else in prepaid legal. You'll be the only one ever to get it. They can be resold to other people and other opportunities. These people are out there looking. So obviously if you give your presentation, get your opportunity in front of them, you guys always win, right? So that doesn't really matter. But these, if you're looking for local prospects, that is the program. This website that we gave you actually gives you these leads at a discount. Steve has set it up, said, you know what, if I'm going to roll this out to my team, I want to get them some benefits, make the leads even cheaper. So they are. They're about $1 a piece. You can actually get them in bulk cheaper than that. You know, is it worth spending $1 to find that next executive director to put underneath it? Absolutely. Not every one of these leads are going to be right for your business. I'm not going to go out here and get all salesy and tell you a pipe dream. It's a numbers game. This gives you the best opportunity to work good quality leads in your local area. You will find enough people to work it right. You just heard 1 out of 30. It's good expectation. A couple out of 100 to get underneath you and build a business, you're going to make money. I mean, I heard a great presentation this weekend, someone said, move your business 18 inches to the south, and you will do very well with these leads. Instead of using this, use this, is what he said. It's like, absolutely. Move your business 18 inches to the south when you're calling these leads. This is a people business. So that's the local leads program. When you order them on that website, in 48 hours they'll be emailed to you. You'll get a list of leads. You can divide them up, get them out to your team, however you want to do them.
Question, and it's going to apply to a lot of people.
Sure.
I'll probably speak up. I know,
I'll share it.
I know Frank, for instance, and Teresa and all will like either travel to Ohio or travel to Savannah or somewhere else, and we've got people from all over. I'll do Alabama, Arizona, wherever. Let's say Nashville, Tennessee. If we're going there and our group, somebody out here wanted to buy 10 leads, they couldn't afford $100 or $200. If they wanted to get 10 leads into Nashville and they didn't have time, and that would be my problem, buying 50 leads for me, I don't have time to work 50 leads. But if they wanted to buy 10 leads into a town, they knew Frank was going in, or I was going in, or whoever else was going in, or they saw that Dave Savula was going to do a meeting in X place on the corporate website, how small a lead number can they buy in a particular area?
The local leads, the smallest you can get is 100. And I think it's $119. I think it's usually like 130 or 140 or something. I think it's 119 for 100. If I'm wrong, it's cheaper if I'm wrong. It's not more expensive than that. So if you do want to get in a local area, and you don't want to get 100, you're going to want to break it up with a couple people on your team. And that's the way to do it. Absolutely. And to be honest, folks, when you want to do leads, 10 leads just isn't enough to give you a cross-section of people to talk to. Real quick. You get, absolutely, you get a phone number and email address with every single lead. Hopefully. I mean, if you ever get a lead guy stand in front of you and say, everybody will welcome your call and sign up, run. They have answered, I can guarantee you, they have answered a business opportunity ad. We're not getting leads off the internet from game sites and that kind of crap out there. It's out there, and it hurts us because it gives leads a bad name. These are real business opportunity leads from your local area. If you catch them at the right time, will you get some disconnected phone numbers? Absolutely. We'll always overrun every order by 20%, so don't worry about that. Are you going to get some people that aren't, welcome and just excited to hear from you? You're going to get people like that. Good. We break it down into 5 area codes. We ask for 5 area codes, and it's right on the website. The order form will ask you for those 5 area codes. So you pick them in a radius around you, and we'll get them from there, guaranteed. Over and over again for your order? Absolutely. Absolutely. You can get on auto renewal for that and get them every month. It's a good question. I mean, I'm not going to speak for any other lead company out there, but what I can tell you is Cutting Edge Media generates all of our own leads. We're not a broker. We don't go out and to be honest with you, a lot of lead companies buy our leads and resell them. We're the largest lead generation in the industry, company in the industry. Been around 13 years. These leads will be generated from the internet. They will be coming from business opportunity ads. You can write down this website and see a sample of an ad. I mean, we have hundreds of them out there. Finding people, right? Findinopportunity.com. If you went to that website, that's one of our business opportunity ads. You can see that's very qualifying. People have to answer a lot of information to become a lead.
You say it again?
Findinopportunity.com. And folks, let me tell you, there's only 3 things about leads that makes a lead good. That was a great question. And then I'll move on to the next program. We're going to be in the back taking questions because I know you guys got to move on. I'll stay around and answer all the questions I can. The 3 things that you want to look for in a lead is, where did that lead come from? Did it really answer an ad? Was it just someone got an email address and a name off a game site or something? Or did they really answer an ad? Second thing is, how many people got that lead? Did it go out to 50 people in a week? Am I in that much competition trying to call these people? And most importantly, how fresh is that lead? That is by far the most important factor. They can answer just about anything. And if you got that lead within minutes, probably going to be ready to talk to you. So with the local leads, they've answered a business opportunity ad, guaranteed. That's where they came from. We'll keep them as fresh as possible to fulfill your order. I mean, we are targeting down to a very small part of the country, so we have to ask for 5 area codes. And no one in prepaid legal will ever get the lead. The local leads can go back as far as 3 or 4 months if we have to. You got to understand, we will never resell a lead to prepaid legal person. If you're looking for the freshest leads you can get, this next program is what you're looking for that I'm going to talk about. If you're looking for people in your local area, the local leads are what you're talking about. And for prepaid legal, the local leads are really hot. You guys work them very well. You want them in a specific area. Now the second program, I'll give the website out one more time. cemleads.com/online/PPLSFG. Now this is the targeted program. These leads are more expensive, but go back to those 3 things I talked about. Where's the lead come from? How many people get it? How fresh is the lead, most importantly? And Jim's going to like this because he just talked about your guys' website. Fits hand in hand. These leads will only come from a very specific prepaid legal advertisement that features the leaders in your opportunity right in the ad. How qualifying is that? This is a Steve Fleming Group advertisement. It's more specific than even a prepaid legal advertisement. It's a Steve Fleming Group advertisement. It's done specifically for these people in this room right now, for you guys. No one else uses it. So the first question, where's the lead come from? From your own ad. So it's going to be the most qualified lead you can get. Now we did have to airbrush Steve's face over because it was killing response, but so we put Teresa in it and then his response went up. I said that on a conference call too. He's going to get me for that one. So where's the lead come from? From your ad. When you go to that website, you can click and see the ad where your prospects are going to come from. You can order through both of these sites. Second thing, how many people get the lead? Nobody else, ever. How's that? It's exclusive to you. We'll never resell it. Ever. We're not generating this lead to market it in any other way. It's yours. It's like having your own lead generation program online. They're $47 a piece. No, okay. Everybody stopped writing there for a second. Now, you get 40? It's 40, right? You get 40 guaranteed responses. This is live advertising. And we're going to start running it. The next one starts this Wednesday. So you want to go to that order form when you get back. You have until Wednesday to get involved. On Thursday, you're going to start seeing leads. We're going to run this live advertising on the internet. We're going to target it to people that are looking for a business opportunity. The only way you get a lead is if they go to that page specific to your group and your company and answer that ad. And you're guaranteed to get response. If you ever try to advertise in any other medium, newspaper, magazine, we have our own magazine. The response goes up and down every single month because you can't control it. We're taking that risk completely out of this program. We will run this ad until everybody gets a minimum of 40, and you'll always get more than that. So it's the best advertising program you can get. So it comes from your own ad, it only goes to you. Now how fresh is the lead? Most important question, right? Oh, cost. Oh, $200 for a share, you get 40 guaranteed responses. At least 40 is the minimum for a $200 share. So for $200, you can cover all your internet advertising for the month. And you can split that up. You can get 4 of your people together and say, let's all go in $50 and split the leads up. Now working 10 of these leads is like working 100 of the other leads. These leads are powerful, more powerful. The other ones work really well. These are incredible. And then thirdly, how fresh is the lead? I think I got the 1 minute notice here. So as soon as they hit submit, it goes into your email box instantly. If you're sitting there reading your email, you can reply back to that person, thanks for answering my ad. And then they'll faint, fall off their chair, and they'll get back up and go, how'd you do that? It's that fast. They hit submit, you get the lead. You can't get a fresher lead. Now, Jim's up here talking about your guys' incredible websites and stuff. We will redirect that lead to that website for you after they answer the ad. How about that? So when you guys go to that website, I'm going to go in the back and hang out as long as I can to answer questions. When you go to that website and order, we're going to ask you for your email address and your website of your choice. Put in your prepaid legal website of your choice, because that's where the lead's going to get redirected after they answer the ad. You're going to follow up with these leads, and you can ask them, how'd you like my site? They might see your phone number in your site and call you before you get a chance to call them. They're that powerful. All right, I'll be in that room over there. Sorry? Yes. They have to answer their first name, last name, mailing address, phone number, email address before it even counts as a lead. They have to do that. These are all over the country. So you either get targeted, fresh, prepaid legal leads from all over the country, or you can target your area and get business opportunity leads. Those are the two programs.
So how long will you be here, Greg?
Steve will be here for sure.
Okay, well, at least Steve is also
Steve?
our rep. Steve
Steve's
Little
in the back.
and Cotler will be in that other room.
Who, and we've just got 10 minutes, so we want some real short things. Who's bought tools and has got an idea of how they're going to go back in their marketplace and use a particular tool? Let's start with Jennifer. What about y'all? Stand up and really speak loud. Just very, will she? Say it from there, and if I need to repeat it, I will.
What I really like is the new wrestling video, because I do have some certain friends that they don't think around wrestling fans, so I want it you guys follow along, so I need to wait till then I'll be about as
What she's saying is, that one, and this is where, and this is politically incorrect, but I'm gonna tell you something my father said, and this is so true about third party. My father used to tell me it's a good thing some people like blondes and some people like brunettes, because if we all liked the same thing, it'd be a hell of a dull world. Well, there you go. I've had a number of people come up and tell me how strong they thought the wrestling video was going to be. That did not appeal to me, but there's a whole group of people that it is going to appeal to. So if you're out, there are a couple of things that are interesting. I've sold more membership/associates by not selling, by doing this, just asking questions. And if you ask, in a conversation, do you spend any time on the internet? You look at somebody you don't think is on the internet, they'll tell you, oh, not but 5 or 6 hours a day. USA Today ran something the other day, 1/3 of all people who use the internet use it every day. So, there's some people who send to the web, same thing. Do you ever watch wrestling? They'll tell you whether they're a great wrestling fan. Next one, who's got another tool that they're using? Yes, sir.
I'm in the meeting. You got to
Speak loud.
You have everything packed.
Can't hear you.
Okay, he says the self-employed plan, where do you live? Okay, well, that's not available everywhere, but if you have the self-employed plan, it is a huge plan, but the thing that is available everywhere is the competitive edge tape. And I had particularly listened to that, and again, I'm not a great fan of Fran Tarkington, but that competitive edge tape is an awesome tape. And I don't know whether they've changed it for this, if they changed competitive edge tape for this convention. Okay, if you hadn't used it, though, it is brand spanking new, and it is an awesome tape. Anybody else on a different tool? Yes, sir. So the insurance tape, which they say they do have a new insurance tape. I have not listened to the new one yet, but the insurance tape is, I agree, for those of you that want to target insurance agent. And you don't have to, you don't have to order a bunch of these. If you don't want to target your insurance agent, I mean, insurance agents as a whole, and I don't advise you to, blanket them. You can order just a few of them to give to your personal insurance agents. Anybody else? Any other tool? Yes, sir. Yes. Seven out of 10 phone numbers when he uses the brochure, what others are saying about prepaid legal, and he gives them the CD. it takes, what others are saying, of course, that's third party. And you get 7 out of 10 phone numbers with that. And I think when we think about the lead program, and again, I haven't been one to use leads, but you know, if you're spending $1 a lead, then you're spending $1 on a tool probably. And so, you know, that might be an idea. Yeah, Karen? The PPL Today flyer? It's the 2-page color flyer. Is that the one you're using? Yes, the PPL Today flyer and the CD. And I think it was rather interesting to me that the company heard what a lot of us were saying. Lead with the product and follow up with the opportunity. Yeah, that was really, really good. And that's what I always did. In fact, I've almost exclusively handed out the Equal Access CD, and I never gave them the product stuff. Yes, sir.
I use the audio of my daily TV source, my 1 or 2 a day, walking in traffic. And I noticed was, I don't know whether it's color or not, but a lot of people when I get it, they most of their attention is going to the UK daily side of the tape. This one adds more violence to it. People are getting the equal access side of it. I just kind of observe folks. Also, some people are turned off by money. Everybody's not money motivated. Just you get paid daily, and automatically their guard goes up. And when they can leave with a membership, what they've done is switch side head now the membership and kind of be the opportunity, what you were just saying. That's all.
I agree with that. How many minutes have we got? 2 minutes. Okay. Anybody else on another tool? Yes, yes, ma'am.
I would encourage everybody to add equal access to the I know a lot of you probably do not have to be there, but I had a private business that 2 days before I left out of here, and I didn't have to use the R. And a lot more people are, only not using the R anymore. You have to have at least 1 in your bag of tricks.
Well, I totally agree. You do need a DVD just because of those folks. But I'll tell you, I'm using more and more, and now I'm going to use even more and more with the new CDs, the CD that then leads them to the computer. I mean, that is an awesome thing. If you put on your label, your website, then, I mean, you've really hit it. So, last option on tools. Yes, ma'am.
Really enjoyed the new education on the CDLC, and that's going to give a lot of strength in that area and help those truck drivers to get more tools.
The Super CDL, and I haven't, you know, that is going to be a powerful tool, I believe, for new people who have not gone to the trucking companies yet. And I do believe the penalties are getting so stiff. As an attorney, I used to see it, you know, if you have a $6,000 fine, if they can get it reduced to $500, is it $44.95? $44.95 looks real cheap. And I believe if we can also, based on what they told me about, I mean, what we all heard about the $30,000 to $40,000 a year they make, if it works, you may have some great new associates who are selling it on the road. So I think there's a huge opportunity there. Last question, or last, speak up. That's a great question, and the question is, when will they bring back the new flip book? You know, the presentation folder, and I don't think the company's addressed that, but we certainly will ask them about the flip book presentation, because I know that many of y'all need it. I think one of the challenges is that state to state, we've got some differences, and so it's hard to put out one. Let me explain that. Great question. If you put the Get Paid Daily tapes in Massachusetts, you'll shut them down, that state. Shut them, they're really fighting getting shut down because of Get Paid Daily, because you can have no income testimonials in Massachusetts. And what they're doing is somebody picks up the get paid daily take and takes it to the Attorney General, and they say they're mass putting these things in. So it's very difficult to put out here's what you're going to get paid across the nation, when in some states it is very different. So, but I think they are trying to put together that thing. All I do is I urge you to do this. The company is refining what we have to take to the marketplace. And one of the things you might do, and this is one of the things I'm going to do, I'm like all the leaders. I've got hundreds of tools, probably thousands of tools. And I'm going to go blanket the marketplace with my old tools in the next couple of weeks, get them out the way. And what it is, a tool is a tool is a tool. We got in our mind that one works better than the other. They all work. And then I'm going to start rolling out all the new stuff. So, but I'm going to mass push the ones we have now. So you go back and look in your closets and look everywhere else and just mass give out all your old tools and then start moving the new tools through the marketplace. Frank, turn it back over to you. Thank you.
Listen, on each one of these situations, the internet, the new Super CDLP program, the telebox and all that, we will have national calls specifically targeted to answer all your questions on those things. Would y'all like that? Yeah. Well, over the next few months, we will have experts on there addressing those things, and then you can get all your questions out of the way if you haven't used them yet. Okay.
Also, Paul, are you here, Peterson? Is Paul still here? Paul Peterson? We're also,
He's here, but he's not here.
okay, we're also going to put that up on www.stevefleming.com. We're working on a training section where all current training information is going up on that website. We'll begin rolling it out sometime next week. It's going to be an ongoing process. So you'll have the same thing. For those of you that have seen PPO World, John Hoffman's site, great training site. We're doing the same thing. Just so FYI, it gives me great pleasure to introduce one of my best friends and my sponsor in this business, Kevin Ray with LK Marketing. You saw the skyboxes. 7, what were there, 8 skyboxes? 7 of them with LK Marketing. Are you with the right team? Are you with the right group? So what I'd like to do this time is bring up Kevin Ray, give him a big, warm, strong applause.
Wish all of y'all could have been up here during the whole session. It was neat being up here in the skyboxes. The lunch was good too. It's just hard to stay awake after eating big, nice lunch. Appreciate each of you being here, and just glad each of you have made the commitment to be here in Las Vegas. We all know what it takes to rearrange schedules and make the commitment financially and time-wise to be here. So commend each of you for what you've done to be here. And just as I came in, John Gardner just handed me a book. It's called The Leaderships of Colin Powell, and he opened it, and something he had highlighted here I want to just read to you real quick, because I think it's real poignant, something that we can take from where we are with this business right now. And as I mentioned real quickly on stage the other night, when my daughter was making everybody clap, I don't think anybody heard what I said. But what it's saying here is it says, figure out what is crucial, he advises, then stay focused on that. Never allow side issues to knock you off track. Demonstrate passion, leap over hurdles, see your mission through to the end, and keep a close eye on the language and actions of those around you. And I'll stop there, but the main thing to me is figure out what is crucial to you. And everything that they're talking about here today, that's what's crucial in this business. And it says stay focused on that. You know, this is a fast-moving, growing company, and that's why there's, you know, negative people that are trying to tear down the company and tear us apart. But I think it's only bonding the leadership together and bonding the whole company together and making it stronger, like Dave Savola talked about the other night. I mean, you know, Les Brown talks about that which, you know, that doesn't kill you, only makes you stronger. And, you know, Dave Savola's talked about the obstacles that they've already been through in this business, and it toughens you up. And so that's just where we're going through. So just stay focused on where we're going and what our mission is in this business, and what your dreams are and what your goals are, you know, that you set on track to achieve, and don't ever lose sight of that. So Just thank you, each of you, for being here. Just real quickly, want to say a few things about Oklahoma City. Make sure you're registered for that, obviously, because that's going to be sold out fast. But want to make sure you know on Thursday, as we do every year in Oklahoma City, Thursday before the event in Oklahoma City that afternoon, like at 12 o'clock, we're going to be having our LK Marketing pre-event. Last year we had 2,000 people there. And we'll have a special guest speaker come in, and we'll have some personal development speaking. We'll have recognition awards and a bunch of different stuff, training from different top leaders in the group. So just make sure you're at that, and then as always, make sure you're at the Sunday breakout that they have there in Oklahoma City. And the one piece of advice I'd give anybody in here is just make sure you bring people with you. More people with you to the next event than you did here, and you'll definitely watch your business grow. So love each of you. Thank you all for being here. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks.
All right, we couldn't make it without Kevin Ray and Paul J. Meyer. Great stuff, and they've got a great website also. I'd like to recognize the strength behind who I am, and gives me courage, gives me. Well, she ran out the door. It's my wife, Janet. Janet, would you come up for just a second? Who says, is anyone questioning whether I'm a good recruiter or not? Someone said, man, you sure recruited up. She says that she's my arm candy. Anyway, yes. LK Marketing, PPL, LKMarketingSupport.com. No.